Hello. Only slightly late today. Not as late as I have been of late. Still late, but not as late. I was waiting for the game to load, so I was passing a bit of time. Oh, good God! Then is it? Oh, one. Okay, that needs to stay like that. Are we? I'm pretty good. Okay, but I'm 4 hours late. Sure. So, I've installed an inspector mod because it will make it easier to deal with the Flash moved me bloody camera again. It'll make it easier to deal with the stone picker when it's a hired worker. Also, hello, farming boy. And Derp. And Alex. Hydrated. Here you go. So, plan for today is probably nothing to do with the cows. I just couldn't remember what I was doing, so I figured I'd throw in a random title. Just one of my random thoughts as a title. Alex, no. I'm not doing that one, Alex. So you just wanted to spend NFTs. GG. Good morning. I've been up, I'll have you know, since just before 10 o'clock this morning. I'd have been up earlier, except Ginger. I got to sleep last night, and an hour and a half later I had a cat on me. Ginger decided to come up and say hello. He then refused to settle down, so that I go back to sleep, jump off me again, sit outside my sister's door. This was at 3:30 this morning, maybe 4 o'clock, and just start whining at the door. I was not impressed. I did farm Hunt the cat. No, he's got enough injuries at the moment. Derp, we think he got into a fight with a dog. And he lost the fight. Or maybe he won the fight, and if he won the fight, I'd hate to see the dog. Either way, yeah. Has not been in the greatest of health lately. Cheese! Hello. I'm doing good, how are you? It was funny. Of course it was funny. No spam, please, it's scary. Right. So that's well, not the fertilizing, but that's the lime done. Can't get Cheat Engine to work. What are you trying to use Cheat Engine for? There's no space for it there. Actually, this is best off in the upper yard area, isn't it? So, the plan for today, and there is a vague plan, and I'll probably stick to it pretty closely because there's not a whole lot to do. Plan for today is finish the lime, which we've done. Finish the seeding, which will get done in basically no time because it's just that little corner of the field left. Then... this field is going to need fertilizing. Mid-raking of field 34 and a Valtra 8050. Single rake, engine weak, mom spaghetti. Yeah. This map is not conducive to using small equipment. On that note, how much is a piece of small equipment? 5,900. Oh, that looks really nice. I don't like it in black. Yes, cursed trophy hopper. You're trying to cheat CMS. Oh, good luck with that. Geez, what are you trying to do in it? Because there is a way to get it to work. So I know that I've gone from sarcastic to, oh, hang on a second. But there is a way to get it to work. But I think that looks really cool. Got the money to cheat, but the XP isn't cooperating. You need to... there's a reason I'm... Actually, no. Let's not do that. You need to, like, do something that'll give you experience for it to count. Time to do an oil change. Yeah, there you go. Just FYI, cheese. Taking off like a bumper will give you the XP. Will give you 1 XP. At least I think it did in CMS 2015. I can't remember back that far. I did see, though, the Playway have a new farming game coming out, and I'm looking forward to it, because I get the feeling it's going to be it's going to make for some good content, because it doesn't look very good. More Playway crap. Yes, Alex, and it looks bad. How do you guys feel about a comedy stream? Slight changes. This seems to be a new idea they're going with, Alex. But yeah, they do tend to bring out variations on the same game quite a lot. But it looks to be a new idea, just not a very good one. And if it's as bad as it looks, if it can be refurbished, it's been made by Playway. I mean, yeah, true enough. To be fair, House Flipper's supposedly very good. Like, they do have some hits. They're like the new Aerosoft. I think you mean UIG. Yeah, Aerosoft don't do many sims, Alex. You're thinking UIG. That brought out all of the terrible sims back in the early 2000s. Right, that's the seeding done. Giant field and we only used about half the seeds. Wonderful. Probably would have used even less if I'd done it manually. However, that one specific font. It's Helvetica, Alex. It's a Helvetica based font if memory serves. You fall in love with the Spitfire. That is a particularly good Spitfire. I looked it up last night and was kind of like, yeah, Farm Boy's done well for his first payware. Because he bought the Flying Iron Spitfire Mark 9. And has fallen in love with it. That curb is just in the absolute worst place. Right. I think there's a job that the little deer can do. Does the little... No, the little deer can't do it. Right. Let's use the 7810 then. Are you disconnecting? There we go. Right. So we do need to get field 2. I think it's field 2. Yeah, field 2. Oops. Fertilized. And we don't quite have enough manure slurry yet to do it as a freebie, but kind of thought that'd be the case, so I do have a silo of fertilizer ready to go. I do like, by the way. Yes, he has, Alex. It's an easy bug to get bitten by if you get some good payware. 100% chance to be flying it. What if I'm flying a jet? Enjoy never having a... Yeah. Hey, Steam fan. You do 150, 200 knots. Yeah, but jets can do up to 500. And yes, the CRJ is a very good jet. It just... It's a bit finicky if you're used to Airbus or Boeing. As everyone, I'm fairly good. Can't speak for everybody, but I'm doing fairly good. I would guess you, seeing as he was immediately after tagging you, and then threw on an also. How's the cats? Pretty good. Which one is filling? Oh, the front tank is filling. The rear tank has nothing in it just yet. We got 40,000 odd liters in the silo. Good. That 40,000 liters should see us through to the point where we're basically producing enough slurry and manure to not care about how much is in that silo. Because, like, we've got 2,000 liters of manure and an amount of slurry that I don't know, because the lane's a bit broken. 2,000 liters of slurry as well. 500 liters of milk. So, not bad, not great, but not bad. Got the speed cheating. You're welcome. I'm hoping this is enough liquid fertilizer to deal with the field. Because it is quite a sizable field. After this, the plan is I want to actually do field 23, which will mean that I'll need to sell off some crop. Logan Air won Glory House the other night on a flight to Scotland. Very nice. Are you sure it was a Twin Otter and not a BN2 Islander? Because if you're out in the Orkney steam fan, it's actually a an Islander they use out there, not a Twin Otter. There we go. Look at that perfection. Let me think. I'll need to sell probably a trailer load or two of... I think barley's what we got the most of. Or will make us the most money the fastest. So I'll probably sell a load or two of that. Just to get some finances going. The Islander... I think is... Why are you playing a Tour of Ireland, a Spitfire? That was a... That looks to be turboprop. It's running like Homings, which does hint again at turboprops. Oh no, they're piston engines. I think Lyle Land Windsor's missing flights. Probably is. Farming Boy, I don't know if you knew this. Ireland did have some Spitfires. During and after World War II. Granted, Ireland wasn't supposed to have Spitfires, but finders keepers may or may not have stolen them. Well, captured them after they crash landed in Ireland. Like you fly a plane over, we're gonna steal it. It crashes. You can get air core skins for the Spit. Oh, I hope it's got the correct round though. Just need a hurry and a lank. That'd be nice. I'm looking forward to getting a DAC. There's a DAC on the way, and I want it because I think it'll be pretty damn cool to do a D-Day kind of memorial / recreation flight with me in a DAC and 2 others in Spitfires on my wings. Proper Battle of Britain memorial flight style. That'd be a pretty cool visual. I am hoping, by the way, that I actually have enough fertilizer in this to just do this field in one shot, but not looking too promising. Spin her around, get her going up. Question for planning purposes. Check the it's me. One moment, please. I mean, it doesn't look right to me, but if it's based on a real one, then it must be correct. I kind of thought they just painted over the RAF roundel. Which is why the Irish Air Corps roundel is so odd. It is the correct roundel, though. I will give them that. Does anybody know how much it costs to rent the John Deere cotton harvester? Because like I can deal with the bales, I can deal with the modules it produces. I just need to know how much it costs to rent one. More than $5, about £12. Useful and helpful. Azrael 112, hello. Welcome. Thank you very much for the raid. How was your stream, dude? Azrael, you've been followed. Frack, what the hell? You're really lucky the mods didn't just insta-ban you. There you go. There you go, Frank. It's fine, Ezra. Mine are idiots too. I'm an idiot. It's fine. Perfectly fine. Cheers for the follows, Ezra and Frank. Oh boy. That was glorious. That was genuinely glorious. There we go. You know, I regret buying what I thought was reasonable sized equipment for these fields. I was farming slowly. I bought like I swapped out all the starter equipment and bought what I thought would be like reasonable stuff. No, it's all too small. Every single thing I bought is too small, except maybe the harvester. Actually, the baler's definitely not too small. Hello, Buzz. You're late even by my standards. That skin is wrong. I thought so. I thought they just covered up the RAF roundel and the Spitfires they stole. painfully so. Yeah. I'm refusing to cheat in money as well, because it's my mistake, I gotta live with it. Farm Boy, did they just paint over the RAF Roundel in the Spitfires they stole? By the way, yeah, should explain this conversation I'm having with Farming Boy. We're talking about the Spitfires that were in the Irish Air Force, / Air Corps as it's now called, in the aftermath of World War II, which weren't bought by Ireland at all. They all crashed, like, I think they had like 6 or 7. All of which were like crash landings in Irish territory, and the pilots mysteriously made it up to Northern Ireland over the border. The planes, however, they got lost. Mr. Spit. No, Derp, I'm talking about the Spits that Ireland borrowed. That crash landed in Ireland and suddenly went missing and showed up like a couple of months later with new roundels painted on them. In perfect working order. Top theft. Exactly. It's like, if any of you had like an older, younger brother or sister, like it was in my place, therefore it's mine. That exact same mentality, and at a national level, that's glorious. It was in my room, so it's mine now. Except that but a country. It was in my field, it's mine now. Finders keepers, pretty much, yes. Skin flag has only 2 colours of the flag, the IRL ones have all 3. Do you mean on the roundel? Or like on the flags on the wings? You aspire to that level of things. To be fair, Derp, Ireland had only existed for we'll say that the war broke out in 39. The Battle of Britain was in 1940-ish. 40, 41. Ireland as a nation only came into existence in 1936. Like, Ireland's been independent for 100 years and however many days now. But the actual nation of the Republic of Ireland only came into existence in 1936. At this point, 100 years ago, Ireland was in full-blown civil war. Actually, either in civil war or just gearing up for it. Yes. Enjoy your food, dude. Pokemon's calling. Nice. Flags or circles under the wing, not a box. Yeah, they literally, Farming Boy, they just painted over the RAF roundels, and that is a glorious level of petty. Like, yeah, Ireland can be ridiculously petty at times, and it's glorious. Hey, Stefan, how you doing today, dude? A Spit with a 109 engine. Wasn't the 109 engine more powerful than the Merlin? Like the Merlin... I'm doing pretty good. Dealing with reality and all that it entails. Oh, by the way, you might remember I said, oh, there won't be a stream on the 10th. There now will be a stream on the 10th. However, the 14th, there will not be a stream. My sister's appointment got changed. So, I'll be streaming the 10th, but not the 14th. Of this month. And Tuesday, I'm not too sure about. Tuesday being the 8th. She has an appointment at the physio. And I don't know how long that's going to take. So... yeah, the Merlin only had the appearance of power because the Spitfire was hilariously light. Like, it was one of the lightest planes produced during the war. They kind of got in ahead of the... you know, make your plane light and it'll do really cool stuff trend that happened afterwards. And it's still happening to this day. Like the Spittin, the P51 I think was also quite light. Which is why the P51 is now used as a stunt plane. Although, I mean, the original Merlin engines were kind of junk because they had carburetors, and if you nosed down too heavily in them, the engine would cut out because they were gravity fed. You now do not... Farming boy, you're running into the problem I have. If I find an inconsistency with delivery, I suddenly hate it. The Zero was also light, but it was also known as the Matchbox. It was known by the US Navy as the Matchbox because there's a point where you make a plane too light and areas that should have some armor don't, such as the fuel tanks. If you're building a fighter plane, you should probably put some armor on the fuel tanks. The Japanese A6M0 did not have that going on. Take a spit, but what are those going? Bigger engine of the 109. Yeah, I mean, the funny thing is, half the reason those planes could even exist was NASA, because they invented they invented cowlings for radial engines, for piston engines. They realized you could get more speed for less engine power. And a lot more speed at that. And better cooling. Looks like a Bull Terrier, that much. I must have a look at it later. Right. Now we shall move to October. Because there's nothing left to do in September. And I just hope the cows don't eat all of the things. Should probably make my way down to the cows and just check that they're not eating all of the hay I gave them. It's now October. That's quite a lot of manure. The slurry is still invisible. 7,000 liters of slurry. They could do with a bit more hay. Where's the parked over here? Let's give them 2 bales. Let's give them 2 bales here. Where Kappa texture? Oh. Right there. At dead center of this area, there's just a single cow pad. And like, it's nowhere else. Which is the baffling thing. Oh, there's another one there. So there's 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. In any case, like, the manure's piling up nicely now. Let's see. How much is this to lease? Yeah, one thing that's missing from the shop UI is the lease price, because that'd be really helpful to know. Right. Yeah, it's gonna be wheat we're selling at Farm Store Bay 2. Lego. I'll even use the McCormick to pull the trailer, so it's a bit faster. Where is Farm Store Bay 2? Oh, it's not up Hell Hill. Wonderful. Wheat. Lease price shows up just before you confirm the lease. Yeah, but like, you don't know how much it costs before you even attempt to lease it. It's like, I don't know how much wheat I need to sell. I might need to sell all of it. I don't know, Steam Fan. Also, really glad there's another patch coming. Hopefully they'll have more progress made on that tree issue in the new patch. Well, I know the roundel is basically the same as what it is today. Good lord, this thing has an iPad. All this just so I can get probably a small amount of cotton out of Field 23. Yeah, you told me that one, Alex. The pub that recommended is owned by somebody from literally like my town, which is glorious. We'll get a free grand here at least. Any other collectibles around here? I'm literally just doing this for the free money. So bear with a moment while I just scoot around looking for collectibles. $29,099. Do we think that's going to be enough to actually rent the harvester? 30,000 might be. Let's see. Lease. 30,000 is not enough. How much does it cost? I mean, if I just keep running around here, I'll keep finding collectibles, so maybe this is a good idea. Cotton and you can... Yes, that's why I'm leasing the damn thing, Alex. Do we think 35,000 might be enough? Let's see, 36,000. Go. Good God. Can you say? That's a good question. Yes. Literally just gonna check after every collectible now. Okay. This is getting very expensive very quickly, and I'm not happy with it. I'm just gonna get another trailer load of wheat to sell, I guess. That was a good question, though, because if I couldn't, then I'd be kind of screwed. I'm not GS ad moneying. We're doing this. More collectibles over here. Is this enough? No. 40 grand effectively is not enough. Oh God. Is this enough? No. Oh God. This is a very expensive idea. Are there collectibles around the shop, I wonder? Because now it's just a case of I don't really want to be selling more more crop. I'd prefer to just surely now. Okay, hang on. 847 is the price. How much would it cost to rent the Ideal? $26. Okay, and the cost there is $519.5. Hope to make the lease cost back. I better. I don't want to use the red one though. Mainly because I don't know if a script I have supports the red one. There's actually 2 more collectibles in this area here. Hang on. It's just... Ooh, something got very unhappy there for a moment. And the second one's over here. Surely that's not the second one that I saw. 44,000. Is that enough? Yes. Alright, we've got the harvester. Now let's do cotton as quickly as we possibly can. I'm presuming it's ready to go. It is ready to go. See a farm boy? Okay, sweet. We actually have the cotton harvester on a UK map. I feel just as bad about this as you guys probably do. I hope this fits down to field 23. Because this is a relatively long drive. Now we're going to move the bales for selling. The brown one has an auto load script that supports these. So that's not actually a problem, believe it or not. Yeah, I thought that bit through already, Steam fan. That's why I was okay. That's why I'm okay doing the cotton harvest. So it's gonna be a oh god, it's gonna be a left here down by the cows. I'm starting to question if there might not be no, it's actually the other road. Never. Ah. Oh dear. Right, we're gonna have to find an alternate route. Alternate route, come on. Alternate route, go. Literally just to get past two signposts. Maybe that tree might cause issues. Okay, so it's not this turn off. It's this one. I can hardly see where we're going here. Oh god, it gets tight here. Think thin. Come on. Squeeze. Okay, time for another alternate route. Actually, let's try just doing this with speed. Right, that's just not going to work, is it? Super strength, that's... yeah, that would work. Imagine coming down the road and seeing this happening. Right, we're off again. Hopefully it doesn't get tight again down here. So it's continue along this road. Oh, got a signpost. Road liable to flooding. I don't care. Oh no, it's my arch nemesis. 2 signposts side by side. Hey, Paul. That was easy, almost as if I floated straight over them. Sure, it's fine. I ain't fitting this through that gate. Uh-oh. See, look, told you I could make it down here, no problem at all. Even before I get like no cotton out of this whatsoever. And it's not worth all the money I just spent on a cotton harvester. So I need to make 43,000 out of this field. If it's selling for... I'm gonna lower the price. If it's selling for 3,000 per 1,000 liters, that means I need... $12,000 liters? No, that brings me up to 36. Why did I go for the John Deere instead of the case? Because this produces the round bales, and I know that I can load the round bales. Is the short answer there. Much this is well efforts. Yeah, I'm gonna bring in the plow and stuff in here afterwards, and then we'll just repeat the same 3 jobs that we've been, well, the same 2 jobs we've been doing, 3 jobs. Plow, stone, lime. Now on the bright side, the fuel cost me nothing, so I've got that going for me, which is nice. Maybe turn on automatic drop. There we go. Your house looks diabolical. It's the same livery as last year with like a couple of small tweaks. Do you know what? I think we might actually make a profit out of this field. I kind of wanted to do this just so I'd get some cotton done in FS22. I did plan, by the way, on doing like a couple of American maps and actually doing cotton properly on like big fields with this thing. Because I think this would look really cool in a field doing cotton. Big open map, couple of these things in a field, that'd be pretty sweet. Some Valley, for example. I'm thinking like one of the maps that I traditionally don't generally play, which is like a big open flat map. Because as far as I'm aware, that's kind of the terrain in which you would grow cotton in the US. Big open plains. Because as you can see, the yield of cotton isn't very high. Like if this was in field 17, I'd probably actually make good money out of it. But alas, it is not. Yeah, we'll have half a module by the time we actually finish the headland here. Or shortly after finishing the headland, at least. This might work out as good profit. Which I'm kind of surprised by. If I'm being honest, I was expecting this to make a loss. I just kind of wanted to do it for the sake of doing it. So how well does this thing turn? Not very. Okay, second headland away. Quick reminder that I am doing this with an Xbox controller. I'm not using a wheel. Because I know that sometimes using like specific, reasonably accurate steering, I'm not going to say it's actually accurate or very specific, but like reasonably accurate steering, sometimes people think you're on a wheel. But no, it's just small movements on the controller. I think we're going to get 2 modules out of this field, you know. It should be 20,000 litres, which I'm fairly certain would bring a profit. Bale 240, wrapper takes 220. Yee. I bailed derp 240 centimeter. Oh, Heston's, yeah. Does Brian's wrapper only take 220? 1.8 and 2.2. Ah. I don't know. Well, I do know why Brian made it that way, because imagine lugging around 240 centimeters bales of silage. Because those bales are heavy to begin with. Use a feeder wagon on all the bales, 3 baling. Yeah, pretty much. Can feeder wagons even take grass, though? I'm just here throwing more spanners in your plan. Can feeder wagons take grass? Because I know in FS19 they were patched out. That functionality was patched out. To be fair, like I'm gonna defend Derp here. That's something I'd totally do, because I wouldn't bother reading that you could only go 220 with the Hestons and the wrapper and just make the biggest bale possible. Because I'm a bit of a size queen, and yeah. I don't know if feeder wagons can't take grass. I'm just saying in FS19 they used to, but that was patched. It might have been 19 or 17 that was patched out. Let's check for comedy's sake. They cannot take grass. They straight up can't take grass. The Pong chrono feed can. I don't know how to pronounce that brand, so I'm just gonna keep calling it Pong until somebody corrects me. Ponge. But Pong is much funnier to say. Or Pongy. I can see how it's Ponge. I can totally see how it's Ponge. But that's just not as funny a name to say. A Ponge. Ponge. Yeah, no, see... Pong. Pong is just easier. Like, I know it's slightly disrespectful to the company, but that's how I pronounce it. It's like all the people who call Deutz Dutes. The exact same thing. Like, Pong-E. Foragers picked up straw and after. Yeah, I used to cheese that CM fan because they used to turn straw into chaff. And I cheesed that quite a lot back in FS13. Duts. Yeah, I can't see how they call it duts. Like, doots I can understand. Or duts. But not duts. I have to admit, I quite like this harvester. It is quite nice. Especially in the way that it works. I don't understand why it fills up the... what I'll call the reservoir, and then empties that into the bale chamber. And then fills the reservoir again. Surely there's an inefficiency there. Someone's released a metro liner for XP11. Yeah, but thing is, Alex, my nav data for X-Plane is so ridiculously out of date that it's not really worth it anymore. It does look like a gigantic propane hopper, yeah. So many things you want to say and just can't. Well, just say it anyway. It's not stopped most people, Paul. Hell, if you're not sure how to pronounce it, just say it the way you think it's pronounced and then say correct me if I'm wrong. You might notice I do that a lot, but I'm not sure how to pronounce something. I say, I think it's pronounced this, but I don't know. If you know better, tell me. It makes life a bit easier if you accept that you're wrong sometimes. Which some people can't. Yeah, I think we're gonna get a second module out of this, you know? I don't know how many modules the Brown will be able to hold. I'm kind of curious. Because, it has an auto load. I don't know how many... Cores Meteor 2? Yeah. It's much easier to be wrong and say it up front than to insist you're right when you're insisting something stupid. Slow to sell. Yeah. It's slow to work in general, Paul. That's kind of why I don't do it all that much. Plus, I tend to be on UK maps. But, it is a slow crop to work with. Not as slow as sugarcane. But it's slow. I mean, on the bright side, I get to sit and chat with you guys. Yeah, it's not the end of the world. I can sit here hands-free and just chat with you guys for a bit. Can also move the webcam down a nudge. There we go. That's a bit more presentable. Never done sugarcane, just think about it yesterday. I've done it a couple of times and it's just... It's painfully slow. I get why it's slow. But it's not the greatest. Does it pay well? It pays pretty... It regrows, so... it pays really well. It's just that it's slow. Even with the self-propelled harvesters, it's very slow. sugarcane is good. Yeah, I'd do poplars over sugarcane in a second. Because at least with poplars you have that little... Is that still in the game? Did they take it out? Or am I just being an idiot? At least with poplars you got the bio baler. You only so once. If memory serves, yeah, Paul, but I've not done sugarcane since pretty much it was put in, so there's that. I might hire a worker and get the John Deere coming down here. Yeah, let's do exactly that. Let's actually use the... Oh, I need to move the the McCormick anyway, so let's use the McCormick to get the bale trailer. Is something on the bale trailer actually? I'm not seeing anything as... No, the 7810 was on it earlier. I just remember having a mental image of something on the front of that bale trailer, and yeah, it was a 7810 because I moved it off. This will go into the yard over to the left, the right. Yes, I'm mixing up right and left. Deal with it. What crop's going in 23? I don't know. Haven't decided what's going to go into 23 yet. Seed fan. Probably like oats or barley. Possibly sorghum. No, sorghum I don't think produces straw. Right. Let's set this to auto load round bale cotton. We can actually use the proper entrance to the field this time too. Operating position. This bale's not supported. Yes, it is. B, R. It is supported, I just don't know how to get it to work. Like, screw it. Hey, look, it works. Yeah, shut up about that. I'm just making it work at this point. Do you guys reckon... Hang on, where's the best sell point for cotton? $39.22 at the general store? The heck is that? Oh, it's up past all the fields I own. Lovely. I can put the trailer down here. Because I need to go grab the plow anyway. And use this exit to the field. I'll bring the Valtra down to grab the trailer in a minute. Field 1 is a good field for cotton. Because it's heckin' huge. Yeah, you'd make good money out of cotton in this field. Okay, the cotton harvester has unloaded again. Might just use the 7810 to move the trailer once the cotton harvester's done. Because like I don't need to get the cotton harvester actually out of the field, I can just return it. The only problem was getting it to the field in the first place, and I probably should have taken this route. Just thinking about it now, I most definitely should have taken this route. Set you off on a worker. That's what I'm gonna do, Steam Fan. I'm just kind of trying to be efficient about this. Do you reckon the baby deer would handle that? No, the baby deer would die. I guess we are using the vulture. The baby deer would not be able to handle a trailer with that much weight on it. In fact, I've got some doubts about the Valtro, but we're going to find out. Kill the baby deer. That's kind of what I'm thinking, yeah. It wouldn't be very impressed. I wonder if the silage bales are fermented yet. I should probably check on them. There's weeds. I'll need to sort that as well. It would spin up the tires and then just go like, yeah, no, I ain't moving. Like, I think it'll at least spin up the tires. Did I remember to get a weeder? The answer is no. GG to me, no re. So, okay. I need to set off the cotton so I can buy a weeder. That's smart, Dave. Well done. How much is milk selling for at the moment? Not enough to buy a weeder. Okay, yeah, I've got to sell the cotton. So I'm glad that I'm just chucking it onto the trailer immediately. Okay, I don't mind missing that strip there. Oh god, the Vulture's struggling with this. Have I got a spray? Yes, but there is a penalty for using herbicide. Let's actually be smart about this. Get you over to the shop. There's a penalty. Yeah, you get a yield penalty for using herbicide. I also forgot to roll the field nuts. I forgot to roll the canola field, so I'm going to lose a small bit of yield from that. One thing that I struggle to understand about Oxy maps, and the lag is on my end, by the way. You're getting frame lag. One thing that I struggle to understand about Oxy maps is how he almost always has a field that ends up being free, that he just straight up forgets to put a price on. Yeah, that's something I need to get used to, Paul. I might play some Farm Sim over the weekend just to get the other fields sowed up so that we can kind of get somewhere fairly quickly. Because if I'm planting wheat and barley, I am gonna want to be doing it fairly soon, if memory serves. Yeah, I should have been doing it in September. Yeah. So I think another good idea in that case is to roll out the baby deer. How much could I get from selling this? 20 grand. Do you know what? I'm gonna get rid of the baby deer. Change of plans. Because it's slow and just doesn't put out enough power to be overly useful. So we're going to get rid of it and just deal with using the same 3 tractors we've been using. I think we'll actually do better with less tractors. Because I might be able to buy a weeder if I do this, actually. Weeders are where? I'm still getting used to this new shop, sorry. Deer's coming up to, like, quitting on field 23. I can tell you that right now with no hesitation. A seen cat view like on the baby deer? It's not bad. Like, this is definitely a tractor that I'll use when I'm dealing on dealing with smaller maps of smaller fields. It's just that I this map is too big. Okay, this is producing stones. Glorious. I'm gonna get into the vehicle. I have no idea how this auto script works. Because right now it really seems like it doesn't. The really frustrating thing is, I want to prioritize getting that weeder. So, you know, other things are suffering in the meantime. Because I could be seeding up one of the other fields right now. That's totally something I could be doing. port to 4D just in case. It's not a problem with 4D, it's a script thing. I need to read into how the script works. Because it's a third-party script, it's not something 4D's done. It might just be that I need to rebind something. Okay, so we got 30,000 liters of... Do you know what? I'm gonna stack these a bit more vertically so they sit down a bit better. Let's figure out how to get vertical here. Here we go, because I'm probably going to need to get a fourth on, and vertical seems to be a better idea if I'm doing that. Okay, same with this one. Enough. Just move it over here, strap it down. So as many straps as I can get on, that's fine. Might not get a fourth module. So let's just see. Because I got the... It's the sell point for the cotton that's marked at the moment. I just want to do some quick maths here. Should be 100,000 almost. 3935 by 30. 120,000 currently. 118,050. 118050. That's really not a bad amount of money. I think just so that I got some cash, I'm going to sell off the cotton right now. These three. And I'm going to have to actually use the gears here. Okay, high 3 is probably the gear to be in. High 2. I just need to get it over to the farm shop. Or the general store, or whatever it's called. Incline, this might be problematic. Come on, poetry, you can do it. Just need to get it over there. I think that's the end of the hilliness. So we should be... No, there's another slight hill here. Should have a fairly clear run to sell. So, I think it goes without needing to actually say it. We're gonna profit off hiring that cotton harvester. Like, big time. Oh, the Valtra's very unhappy, yeah. All the contracts are in huge fields, unfortunately. Else I'd do one or two. Right. Let's release the straps. And why is it not selling? Is it because they need to be directly down on the sell point? That may be the case. Is there a trigger I'm missing? I'm missing something here, hang on. Because it says... It says the sell point takes cotton. Field 1 contract, maybe get 2. Yeah, but I don't want to be... The sell point does not take cotton. Unless... Like... Is this also a general store sell point? Like, is it just pointing in this vague direction as general store? Not selling there. Not selling there. That's the sawmill. It definitely won't sell there. Guys, am I missing something? Like, straight up, am I missing something, chat? Or is there just no way to sell them here, despite the fact the game is telling me I can? Because if that's the case, I'm cheating in money and getting the... I can't get the spinnery. A harp lifter. Cool. Because I was... Like, I don't know what to do. Legitimately, just... like... we should be selling, but they're not. That's a problem. I should point out, it's a problem because if I get the spinnery, I'll also... there'll be nowhere to sell the... like, I need to go for production selling points. Can any of these take... wool? Or cotton even? Pizzeria won't, the restaurant won't, the supermarket might. No. Magazine plant won't, fast food restaurant won't, debris crusher won't. They're not selling at all. Can the supermarket sell clothing? Hang on. Oh, it can. So, if I want to make money out of this, how much am I going to have to spend here? Spinnery 60,000, and then the tailor shop another 100. Hey look, suddenly I've got enough money to buy both of them. Notice how I only barely added enough. I'm not gonna completely cheese. Right, where are we? Here, so. Up over here. I'm not gonna completely cheese this, I'm gonna put them into my production area. Go. And the tailor shop. Yeah. Oh, I forgot I need to buy the supermarket too. How much does the supermarket cost? 80,000. Like, when Farm Sim decides to screw me, I will get back at it. Okay, we'll face the supermarket this way. Okay. Problem sort of solved. Now I need to get all the cotton over there. Which means it needs to get loaded back up onto this trailer. I actually need to go back down to field 23 because we'll have a fourth module ready. They're not selling at all, Steam Fan. They're all still 10,000 litres, 2 tons. So, we'll have to do this the slow and somewhat painful way of... Actually, it doesn't matter if I go down to field 23 first. I can go over there first, put these into the production and get going like that. Does the map have spinnery built in? Nope. All production plants you have to build yourself. You sell point shipments order before release. It's intentional. It's yeah, not an accident. these should start going down now, in theory. Building cotton, 20,045 litres. Fantastic. For some reason this one module ain't gone in. There we go. Switch this on. Fabric from cotton. And I want to output it. Direct output to here. And go activate this. Change output mode to story. Good. Okay. That's 2 maps in a row now where I've had to faff for a spin rate. I didn't realize you couldn't sell cotton. Absolutely, Steam fan. That bit needs fixing. I'll agree with you there. Because that's not on. Like I spent so much damn money on hiring that harvester on the assumption that I'd be able to sell the crop at the end. Like, I didn't just do that for funsies. I'm not going to sit around with cotton modules just sat there forever, so yeah, I'm going to cheat in the money to make it worth my while. I don't see the point in just storing them forever. That crow is going very slowly. Also, yes, I am now slightly miffed that that happened. I'm not gonna lie. And that it's like, it's the second map in a row where I've played where I've had to do that. That's honestly the more annoying thing. Right, JD says it's finished. It is not. You've just kind of given up at random here, dude. I'll call this good once we get the last module out, because you want to sell those. I don't know if that contract's doable, Steve Fan. That's the problem. You can either open your door and freeze or 68. Enjoy the problem. It is of your creation, and you have to deal with the consequences. Oh, I know why the hired worker stopped. It's because I'm now on negative money because I couldn't sell the damn modules. We're not going to get a 5th module out of this, so as soon as that's unloaded, let's return it. Like, Stephen, you had a good point in that Field 1's contract would be really good profit. Problem is, it's only profit if you can actually sell the goods and complete the contract. I get the feeling that contract is impossible. There. That's probably going to do something screwy to the suspension of the trailer, but I just need to get it out of the field. So, right. Plan for the weekend. I know that I missed the stream this week that I shouldn't have. Well, it was out of my control, unfortunately. Tomorrow I actually have plans made already. I need to test Flight Sim for Sunday, see if it's going to be playable. If I feel like it's not going to stream well, I do have a backup plan of playing some IL-2 Sturmovik. And if I'm doing IL-2, I'll run a few polls in the Discord where you guys get to choose which side I fly for. It'll be unmodded IL-2 as well because I don't have any mods and I don't want to be modding it now because I won't have time to test it, so it'll be vanilla IL-2. There are some very highly recommended mods for IL-2 I've heard, but Germany. The problem there, Alex, is I basically only fly as a fighter and Germany basically only have 2 fighters. You got the BF-109 or the FW-190, that's your lot. At least if I was to play as, we'll say, the RAF, I'd have the ability to fly in a Hurricane or a Spit, and then the various types of Spit, and you know there'd be some variety there. If it's to fly as the US, I think I'd have actually more planes available again. But it'd be US Army Air Force, not US Navy. I ain't doing carrier ops. This has been a giant mess. Brought to you by the fact that the shop didn't accept what I thought it would accept. Despite the fact that it said it would accept it. Are you gonna do a thing? No? There we go. Right. It's just as well you're holding off at the moment. I mean, this is a map bug. And I think it's somewhat intentional. Which honestly kind of annoys me a bit more. So what I'm gonna do is, if I have time tomorrow on Sunday, and I should have time on Sunday, I might even do some tonight during my chill time. I'm gonna try and get ahead here and get some seeding done, get the ploughing finished, get the destoning finished in 23, get that limed up. I'm gonna figure out what I want to seed where. Because I definitely want some oats. I definitely want wheat and barley. Now I have 1, 2, 3 fields. Okay, so the 3 fields are going to be wheat, oats, wheat, and barley. Don't know which combination they're going to go in. It's going to be oats, wheat, and barley because they're all pretty good crops for profit. And yeah, field 3 technically needs rolling. I'll get a weeder as well. Do you know what? It's just give myself 87,000 of pain money to get a lumen weeder. Because I forgot to get that when I had the 100 million. Where's weeders gone? There we go. Get this one because this is traditionally the one that I get. Right, we can get that at the shop. Fantastic. I will leave you now. I'm not gonna send off a raid or anything because I'm not in the mood to raid. Guys, go watch somebody that you enjoy and enjoy your evening and have a better time than I did in the last half hour or so. I'll be back Sunday with a flight simulator of some description. It may be modern in Microsoft Flight Simulator in civilian. It may be me actually doing warplanes in IL-2 Sturmovik. But I was going to go in next year, just buy my refit. Yeah, I'm going to buy Steam Fan. What I'm going to do is, once we hit January, I'm going to sell off all the crops I have. And I'm going to buy, like, fields 11, 34, 8. I'm going to buy some of the grass fields, convert one of those over to potatoes. That's my plan there. But until next time, stay safe. And goodbye. And no, I don't know why this scene is suddenly broken. It just has. I fixed it. Catch you guys Sunday. Bye.